What's up traders, my name is Shedrakwals. In this video we'll be looking at a very powerful indicator called Bollinger Band. So we'll be looking at everything about Bollinger Band, how to apply it and how not to apply it. So let's get started. The Bollinger Band consists of a center line and two price channels. As you can see here, this is the center line and it is the simple moving average, and it has a band above and another one below. The center line is an exponential moving average and some make use of the simple moving average. The price channels are the standard deviation of the stock being studied, which is the asset we're looking at, and the bands will expand and contract as price action of an issue becomes volatile, and that is expansion, or becomes bound into a tight trading pattern, and that is when it is experiencing a contraction. So the upper band calculation is just the middle band plus 2 standard deviation, and the middle band is 20 period moving average, while the lower band is the middle band and 2 standard deviation. You won't be the one doing all this calculation. The trading platform will do all those for you. So let me show you what it looks like on the charts. So how do you input the Bollinger Band on your chart? Just click on this icon and select Bollinger Band and make use of the default settings. Deviation is 2, the period is 20, and you can select whatever color you want it to appear in. So this is the Bollinger Band which I have added to my chart. This is the upper band, this is the lower band, and this is the middle band. One thing you should know about Bollinger Band is that price tends to return to the middle of the band. That is the whole idea behind the Bollinger Bands. If this is the case, then by looking at the chart below, we can determine that the price will go down. So look at this chart. This is price. It's in between the upper band and the lower band, and price is represented by these candles. The green candle indicates up, while the red candle indicates down. When you have series of red candles, that's a downtrend. When you have series of green candles, that's an uptrend. So price usually moves in between the upper band and the lower band. There are different ways of trading the Bollinger Band. You can either trade the bounce, or you trade the squeeze, or you ride the band. But I prefer trading the bounce or riding the band. So I'll be teaching you how to trade the bounce. I'll also teach you how to ride the band. So first we look at the Bollinger bounce. So how to trade the bounce. First of all, you look at where price is. This is price. Price is represented by the candles, like I said, and you wait for the candle to close outside the band. Let me zoom in so you can have a better view. So this is price. Each candle represents price and is moving in between the upper and the lower band. And as you can see here, the price came out of the lower band. Also, it happened here, here, and here. So once you see price coming out of the lower or the upper band, it indicates a possible change of trend. See what happened here? Price has been moving in between the bands, and here price came out of the band, and what happened? The next candle closed back inside the band and the market went down. It happened here as well. Price closed outside the band. The next candle closed inside the band. And what happened? Trend changed. So what are you waiting for? You wait for the price to come outside of the band, and you wait for the next candle that will close inside the band. Once you see a candle closing inside the band, that is a possible change of trend. So that is trading the bounce. It happened here as well. So if you go back in time, you will see several places where it has happened. As you can see, price came down, closed outside the lower band. The next candle closed inside the lower band, and price went up. So the law says that once price closes outside either the lower band or the upper band, you wait for the next candle that will close inside the band. So once you see a candle closing inside the band, then you join it for a change of trend. So it's advisable you apply Bollinger Band with other indicators. Do not use it alone for trading. Make sure you apply it with 2 or 3 other indicators for a better result. So that's trading the band. So there are other things you can trade in Bollinger Band, which is riding the band. So let me give you the definition of that. You can also trade the squeeze, but I don't trade the squeeze because after the squeeze, there's always a new change of trend. So let's continue. This is the squeeze. Bollinger Band squeeze occurs when volatility falls to a low level and the Bollinger Band narrows. And according to John Bollinger, periods of low volatility are often followed by periods of high volatility. Therefore, a volatility contraction or narrowing of the bands can foreshadow a significant advance or decline. So meaning once you see the band contracting, it simply means there'll be a possible change of trend very soon. Once the squeeze plays on, a subsequent band break signals the start of a new move, and a new advance starts with a squeeze and subsequent break above the upper band. A new decline starts with a squeeze and subsequent break below the lower band. So let me show you what it means. It simply says a new trend will start at the end of a squeeze period. So let me look for a recent squeeze so you can have a better understanding. So this is a squeeze. At the end of this, a new trend began, then it expanded. Another squeeze here, but here we don't have a definite direction. This is another squeeze. At the end of this squeeze, then it came down. So once you see the Bollinger Band, that's the upper band and the lower band coming together to form a squeeze, get set for a new direction. So we'll be focusing on the bounce and riding the trend. But now I believe you understand the squeeze of a Bollinger Band. This is another example here. So let's move on. And finally, this is one of the biggest mistakes made by Bollinger Band novice. They sell the asset when price touches the upper band, that's they are waiting for a change of trend, or conversely buy when it touches the lower band. But Bollinger Band himself stated that a touch of the upper band or lower band itself does not constitute a buy or sell signal. So using other technical indicators and chart pattern, you can actually trade in the direction of stock that is closing above the upper or the lower band. So let me give you explanation on that. This is my chart. So it simply says once you see price coming out of the band, it doesn't mean you should wait for a change of trend always. For instance, look at this part. Price came out of the lower band. So many people will be waiting for it to close back inside so they can trade the bounce. But if you want to ride the band, once you see price coming out of the lower band or the upper band, and you understand price action and other indicators are telling you that this is a new trend, then you can actually follow it down. So when you're applying this riding the band strategy, make sure you have at least 2 or 3 other indicators telling you that this is a rally or this is going to be a long fall of sellers. So when you want to ride the band, combine it with RSI, stochastic oscillator, moving average, and other indicators. But if you want to trade the Bollinger Band bounce strategy, just wait for a new candle to close inside the band, then you follow the new direction. But if you want to ride the band, then wait for price to come outside the band and make sure other indicators are telling you this is going to be a rally or this is going to be a long sell. So that is how to trade the riding strategy. But I prefer trading the bounce because it works with moving average and stochastic oscillator very well. I have a video where I explain how to apply moving average, stochastic oscillator, and Bollinger Band. So make sure you don't use Bollinger Band without other indicators. It's a very powerful indicator, and once you understand it very well, you would be making steady profit in forex trading. So I believe you understand Bollinger Band very well now. When you're trading the bounce, wait for the price to close outside the lower band or the upper band, then wait for the new candle to close inside. Once you see a candle closing inside the band, then we are seeing a possible change of trend. Same thing happened here. Price came down, it came outside the band, and the next candle closed inside the band. And what happened? Price rallied up. Another one here again. Price closed outside, the new one closed inside, it went up. Same thing here. Price rallied up, then a new candle closed inside facing the opposite direction. Then what happened? It came down. So that is how to trade the Bollinger Band bounce, but make sure you apply it with other indicators. So it's as simple as that, straightforward, and once you put it into practice and you understand it very well, you'll be making a lot of profit trading Bollinger Band and other indicators. So I believe you've been able to learn something. You understand the upper band, the lower band, the bounce, riding the band, and the squeeze period, that's the contraction period. So once you put this into practice and you test it back in time on your trading account, I'm sure on the long run you'll be making steady profit. This is the end of this class. I'm going to see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Bye.